Hello everybody, here we come again with an awesome new module. As you are already familiar, after we study the whole market, we create the most complex and featured products for you. During today's video, I want to talk to you about our module Prestashop Pro, the anti-hack module, which is the most advanced and only module you'll need to protect your Prestashop website. So here I am inside of the settings, and we have a lot of different settings to go through, and right now we're on General. And some of the options that we have here underneath General are, for one, we can detect and keep track of all the administrator login attempts. So we can see that here. We will be able to see if someone enters a wrong password, their IP address, the date, and the user agent. Going down a little bit further here, we can remove the update notifications. We can block executable file uploads. We can protect our files from being downloaded. We can protect against injections. And underneath that, we can see the log of all the different attempts for the injections. And we can choose to add a CAPTCHA to the contact page form. Going back up to the top here, the next option that we have is the account security. So here, basically, we can use a password strength tool for all user accounts. Underneath that, we have the login security. So here we can have password expirations. So after so many days, 30 for example, we can make it so that the passwords all reset and the users must reset their passwords. If you don't want to use this, simply leave it blank. We can also ban people who fail to log in after so many attempts. So if someone enters the wrong password for 10 different times, for example, they will be banned. Okay? So I'm going to leave that blank. If you leave it blank, then we are not using that option. We can monitor the failed login attempts here and see that. The live customer monitor, we can see that here. And we also have the ability to add the CAPTCHA to the customer login form. Next up, we have the user registration security. We can choose to manually approve customers when they register. This means when a customer registers on your website, you will have to actually manually approve them as a registration. And again, underneath that, we can add CAPTCHA to the customer registration form. Inside of our database security, we have the ability to go ahead and generate a new backup of our database, and we can track if someone exports our customer table. And we can see that here as well, the log of people exporting our customer table. For our file system security, we can choose to monitor all of our host system logs and see a history of those logs here. And we can prevent people from accessing the important files, like our README files, our license text, and things like that. Underneath our htaccess security backup and restore, this here allows us to keep a backup of our htaccess file, and we can display the backup option for our original files. This means that we can easily back up our files in case something were to go wrong, some kind of broken functionality. And if I wanted to do that, I can scroll down here and I can restore the original htaccess file, and I can restore the original config file by simply clicking these buttons here. The next option is our blacklist functionality. So for one, if we were to ban someone, which action should we take? Should we show them the 404, redirect them to the home page, or show them a blank page? We can ban users by their IP address. We can ban users of a specific country, like all of Afghanistan, for example. We can choose to automatically ban people who are troublesome. This can be user agents, malicious bots, and crawlers. And we have a real-time monitor for known attackers. Similar to the blacklist functionality, we have a section dedicated to bad user agents. So again, we can choose where to take them to a 404, the home page, or a blank page. And we can individually add the bad user agents that we would like to ban. We also have a built-in whois lookup. So we can do a whois lookup on a suspicious host or IP address and get all the full details for that information. And this here is an example of what that would look like. Next up is our security scanner. Now, if you have this enabled to yes, the way it works is that you will be alerted for any file changes inside of your Prestashop system. And once you are alerted, you can then investigate that file change to see if it was a legitimate change that you made or if some bad code might have been injected. So here are all the different file changes that we have made, and if it's something that you made, then you can mark it as safe. If it's not something you made, then obviously you can investigate that change and see what the cause of it was. So scrolling through here, you can see all the different file changes that we have made recently. Scrolling down a little bit lower, we have the database scanner. Similar to above, this will scan all of your database tables, and it's looking for any type of suspicious looking strings or JavaScript or HTML code that is basically just suspicious and something you may not have used inside of your Prestashop tables. We're going to switch over here to the comment spam security. This here allows us to add a CAPTCHA to the comment section, which will help against the possibility of spam. For our front-end text copy protection, we can disable the ability to right-click, we can disable the ability to do text selection, and we can protect against the copy and paste button. This means no one can copy or steal the text on your website. We have SSL security. As you can see right now, we are receiving a warning because our demo site is not SSL enabled. However, if we wanted to enable that, we can click this link here and use the one-click SSL Let's Encrypt module. Last but not least, we have the additional features here at the bottom. We have the ability to remove the Prestashop generator meta from the HTML of our website. We can temporarily lock down the front end of our website by checking this to yes. You might need to do this if you were under attack, if you're making changes to your website or so forth. And last but not least, we can prevent other websites from displaying your content via a frame or iframe. If you would like to do that, set that to yes as well. Be sure if you make any changes to any of the settings to click on the save button at the bottom of each individual page. So thank you for watching, and we hope you've understood how this module works and we've convinced you to buy it. Don't forget that you have free support from our certified Prestashop team. If you still have any questions, hit the contact button and let us know how we can help you.